we didn't clean up or do the way we wanted to do the first time around.
Okay. And then how pleased are you, Russell? What will he need to do to maybe fit into the?
I really like the room that I have. Coming out the spring, we knew we needed to make some changes, and those changes worked out in our favor. That's why we were able to go out and get Tyrell Reed and Rodney Hill, and they've been a great change for us. Great energy in the room, and it's working out to our advantage.
With Tyrell Reed, how did that develop? Like just finding him in the first place because he was kind of a late guy. He was a junior college player. I guess he was eligible before, but went to
Yes.
junior college because he just
Yeah,
a
so he was a
sophomore.
guy that they had been recruiting before I arrived, so he was already on the radar, and so the reason we went and got Rodney is because we needed a back in the backfield that can catch passes out of the backfield, and that was the reason that we targeted him. And so once we were able to secure that, and then once Dominique Johnson went to the portal, Tyrell was still available, so we went and got him.
He's pretty like he's not super tall or anything, but he's a pretty compact build
Yeah,
guy. A
yeah,
little bit
real.
different maybe.
I call him little tank, little tank. So he's very strong in the lower body, and we're just working on him to make that transition, make that jump because it's different from junior college. So just pushing him through those growing pains, and he's coming around.
The narrative in the spring, people were saying Coach Petrino had mellowed out. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, he's still the feisty Petrino. I tell you that.
Assuming both are healthy, Jaquindon Jackson and Rashad Dubinion, how would you like to see maybe the split workload between the two of them this season?
Man, whatever they got to do to help us win games is what it's all about. I really don't get into. I want to see this player carry the ball this many times or this player carry the ball that many times. I just think their presence on the field is enough because we can lean on their experience.
You mentioned some of the guys you lost post spring, but with Braylon Russell, maybe what you saw out of him in the spring, did that make you a little bit more confident when you lose guys like that? And you also brought some guys in, but with how he's been performing, how have you liked that?
He's been good. He's been good. He's still a freshman, so it's a lot different. The volume that we carry on offense is more than what he's used to, but he's doing a good job of studying and doing all the little and extra thing he needs to do to understand what we're doing offensively.
I think, you look at Braylon and you see the size, and Sam talked about his stiff arm. Aside from maybe, the physical nature and his size, what are some things that he does well that might surprise people as a running back?
I think he can catch the ball very well out of the backfield. He has nice, soft hands. He can make people miss in the open field when he catch. He did it a couple times yesterday in the scrimmage. So I think that's another option for us, another weapon for us, using him as another receiver from the backfield.
How much does it elevate the ceiling of the entire running back room when you've got a guy like Talon who's such a gifted runner of the football? How does that open up things for the running backs?
It's going to put a lot of pressure on the defense that we face. A lot of pressure because not only do you have to worry about the runners in the backfield, but if he gets one-on-one and get open space, he has the long stride to get it in the end zone.
We've seen some pass protection drills. Just who do you think are some of the guys in the group that are the best at that?
Oh, they're all good. They're all good. Some need some technique work, but the main thing you just got to go up there, stop their rush, and stay in position.
Asked a lot about Braylon a lot, but you didn't recruit him. So I guess what was that period like? Kind of trying to gain that buy-in from a guy you didn't recruit coming in as the new coach.
Whenever I'm coming into a situation like that, I just try to gain the respect of the room. And then once I gain the respect of the room, then I can go in and coach. So hasn't been an issue.
And last thing is Bobby's talked about how important it was with you and Ronnie helping kind of teach the offense since y'all are familiar with it. How do you feel like y'all have progressed with playbook installation?
Oh, great. Like I said, we're on our second round of it this fall camp, and we're just only going to get better.
I know you never want injuries, but I know Jaquindon and Rashad have both played a lot of balls. I mean, was it good to maybe get a bit more of an extended look at the other guys in yesterday's scrimmage, and how did they look?
Yeah, opportunity is opportunity, and we know in this game, we know at the running back position specifically that you can get banged up a lot. So those guys have done a great job of stepping in and showing their toughness out there on the football field and grinding every day.
And with Jaquindon specifically, he had a pretty good spring. That's what we saw. Just where has he made the most strides, from then to now?
Just understanding where we want him, where he fits into the passing game, knowing where he is within the progression of the play. So that allows him to say, okay, if I'm third in progression, I could spend a little bit more time in pass protection and then get to where I need to be within the timing of the play.
Coach, curious for you this morning, kind of when we get to see some of your drills, you're yelling, be violent when it comes to some of the stiff arm drills. Is that a mentality that you hope that your group has?
Yes, we definitely have to be more dominant. Then I need them to take great ownership in what we do at our position. And as I'm always say, we got to earn our respect daily. No one's going to give it to us. So when we're on the sideline, which is I think is the most violent running on that part of the field, we got to be violent with it because sometimes the defenders, as they're coming to approach you, they may shy away from you. But what we're trying to do at that moment is send a message to the next team.
Who so far has been the most violent runner, you think, in your room?
Probably me when I turn the film on my old clips.
You got a pretty diverse group, though.
Yes.
There's not, I don't think, one guy that I would say is very similar to the next guy.
Yeah, I love diversity. Because it expands what you can do for the play caller. We want to give Coach Petrino as many weapons as he can, and the more you have from the backfield position, the more deadly we can be as an offensive unit.
When Jackson Devine, when those guys are healthy, what do you think are the big things they provide for y'all?
Leadership and experience, because they've been out there in those games. They know what it feels like, and they do a great job of teaching the younger guys in the room. When we're in the meeting room or when they're in the back and watching, taking those mental reps with the guys. They're saying, hey, this and that, and I can hear them, and they're doing a good job. And it's a good group. The chemistry in the room is good. It's a nice brotherhood that we have building and growing. And, a lot of them are roommates now that weren't then, when I came in the spring, nobody was roommates, but now they're becoming roommates. They live with each other. So I could tell that the brotherhood is growing.
And then you've obviously been around Bobby Petrino at different spots, over the years. And if you watch with the part we got to see, he definitely didn't look very mellow out there, I didn't think.
Right.
How much do you think he's enjoying being back here, and just what do you think it means to him to be back here?
Oh, it's a lot. I know he's enjoying every bit of it. It's an opportunity for him to come out and lead this team and lead us to where we need to go.
Did he ever talk to you back, like when you are at Louisville, about his time at Arkansas or anything like that, looking back?
Nah. We're pretty much doing what Coach Pittman say, just flush it. Move on to the next. Say if you're living in the past, then you're wasting time.
What are your thoughts on the offensive line? Obviously, there were some struggles with them last year, but it's an important area for your group and the offense overall to be able to get running lanes and such.
I love them. I think Coach Mateos is doing a great job with them. Like everybody else, we all out here to improve ourselves and get better this fall camp.
What do you like about Jaquindon's skill set, and how big was it that you got a big back like him?
He's a runner. He's definitely running. He's smooth with it. I think he can do everything that you ask him out of a runner. He does a great job on between the tackle runs because he's big and powerful. And I just can't wait to see him play.
Yeah, and then about Dubinion, just your thoughts on when he's at the top of his game. What do you like about him?
I love his initial burst. I love his slash ability, his quickness, his ability to get into those small seams in the offensive line that we create, and the jump cut and the burst out of it.